Rose from Lizzie's Fresh Coffee. Do you wonder what it takes to make a great coffee at home? Do you find you come up short on your brewed coffee's flavor, but you just don't know why? Are you ready to improve your coffee skills? Well, I'm going to share with you 5 key tips to guarantee a fantastic coffee at home, no matter what brew method you use: espresso, drip, pour over, or press pot. Number 1, buy fresh, high-quality coffee. Coffee has one ingredient: coffee! You just simply can't skimp here. The quality and freshness count. If you're buying coffee in the ginormous bag from the Bulkomart in the aisle, or the toilet paper is also sold, you're probably never going to be satisfied with the flavor. Specialty grade coffees are the highest grade, but within this they're still so-so and fantastic, so you have to do your research. Find a coffee roaster that roasts top quality beans, is attentive in their roasting, and who always prints the roast date on the bag. Experiment with different origins, blends, and roast degrees offered to find the flavor profile you enjoy most. Ideally, you have your coffee 1 to 3 days after roasting, and you use it within 1 to 2 weeks' time. And only buy what you need for 1 to 2 weeks. If you buy old coffee, you can't expect it to knock your socks off no matter where it comes from. Number 2, store your fresh coffee correctly. Now that you've purchased those awesomely fresh, aromatic, and flavorful beans, how do you store them? Know the enemies and keep them away. Light, air, moisture, and heat will take down your coffee faster than a drunk supermodel in stilettos will tumble off the catwalk. Keep those away from your precious beans and you're golden. To do this, store at room temperature in an airtight, opaque container away from any heat source. Yep, right on your countertop or pantry are perfect. Never store your daily supplies in the refrigerator or freezer. And yes, you can absolutely store your fresh coffee in the bag if it's a foil bag with a one-way degassing valve. Just be sure to roll down and secure the top to keep away coffee's enemies. Number 3, grind your coffee just before brewing. Here's the reality. The minute you grind your coffee, it loses flavor. This is because all those little chambers in the coffee bean trap coffee's flavorful oils, soluble solids, and aromatics under pressure. When you grind your coffee, it's like you open the front gate of the Wild Horse Barn and those horses are going to run back to Montana and never come back. Sorry, cowboy. So, if you're trying to get the most out of your coffee's flavor, purchasing pre-ground coffee, whether it's in a bag, can, or pod, is never recommended. Grind your coffee right before brewing and only grind what you need. The best type of grinder to use is the conical burr grinder. It produces the most consistent and exact grind. Blade grinders are the worst, as they produce what I like to call boulders and dust. When the grind is consistent and sized appropriate to the brew method, you get the best flavor. If the grind is random, the taste will also be random, bitter or weak or different from day to day. Adjust your grind for the type of coffee. Fine ground for espresso brewing, medium fine for manual pour over, medium for electric drip machines, and more coarse for press pots. Start with your manufacturer's grind range recommendations and then adjust to taste from there. Experiment to find your burr grinder's sweet spot for the brew method and the coffee you're brewing. Number 4, know the basics of brewing. Each brew method is different, but the same basic rules apply no matter how you brew. First, use fresh, clean, filtered water. If the water you use tastes like old tires, so will your coffee. Second, the general temperature range of water for brewing should fall between 195 and 203 Fahrenheit. Too cold and the under-extracted cup will be weak and watery. Too hot and the over-extracted cup will taste burned or bitter. Third, weighing your coffee is the most accurate, but a tablespoon measures okay. A tablespoon of coffee weighs about 7 grams. So these measurements I'll give you will give you a range for varying brew strength. You get to decide what tastes best to you in the cup. For drip, use 1 to 2 tablespoons medium ground coffee per 6-ounce cup, 6-minute brew time. For pour over, use 1 to 2 tablespoons medium fine grind coffee per 6-ounce cup with a 3-minute brew time. For press pot, use 1 to 2 tablespoons coarser ground coffee per 6-ounce cup and a 4-minute brew time. And finally, for espresso, 7 to 9 grams of coffee per 1-ounce shot and a 20 to 30 second brew time. The taste will be directly affected by the amount of coffee you use and the degree of grind. Number 5, know how to drink your coffee. Not much explanation here, apply lips and slurp. But remember that brewed coffee begins to lose its optimal taste moments after brewing, so only brew as much coffee as you'll be drinking. Pour your brewed coffee into a warmed cup and drink it while it's nice and hot. The flavors of each coffee will actually change during the cooling process, so you'll notice your coffee's characteristics evolving as it becomes cooler in the cup. If you want to brew more to have that extra cup on a Saturday morning, the best option is to pour the extra brewed coffee into a warmed insulated thermos or carafe to enjoy within the next 45 minutes tops. That's it! Now you've got 5 helpful tips to improving your coffee sipping at home. Check out our other great how-to videos at lizziesfreshcoffee.com or post a question or comment below this video. I'm Liz from Lizzie's Fresh Coffee, and I hope this helps you make your coffee at home great.